Hey guys, I just got home from the hair salon, so please ignore if I have random hair dye on my forehead. I wanted to take just a quick moment and kind of fill you guys in on where I'm at with my breast augmentation procedure. Last video I talked to you guys about kind of my mom's experience and kind of my insight on that and what I was expecting and all that kind of stuff. So I did have my first consultation, which went really well. I had my mom and my boyfriend there, and we got in there, filled out a bunch of paperwork. The doctor came in and kind of explained the different types of implants to me, what he recommends, what he prefers, what has a more natural look, and he did my measurements just to to kind of see where everything's sitting, I guess. Figure out how far apart they are and all that good stuff. And so based on my size and measurements and all that, he did recommend the gummy bear implant, which is great because that's what I wanted anyway. And then the under the muscle is what he recommends for me, for the more natural look that I'm going for, and because of the size that I am currently. So what they did after the fact is, this was the fun part, you actually get to try on boobs. So you never really know what to expect when you go in there. Like when they're like, oh yeah, you're gonna try them on, you're like, okay, is it gonna be a bra that's like padded? Like what is it gonna be like? So what they do is they have a variety of the implants in the sizes that are recommended, plus some that are higher up, some that are lower. So they give you it was like a training bra. I felt like I was 12, and I don't have very big boobs to begin with, so I really felt like I was 12. So they give you this little like training bra thing, and then she helps kind of put the implants in the training bra thing, and they're actual like implants. They're like little balls, and she puts them in there. And then I would recommend bringing a t-shirt that you have, that you wear, that you like, to the appointment. I had a v-neck on. I wish I wouldn't have worn a v-neck. I wish I would have done a regular t-shirt, because the v-neck kind of looked a little odd, because all of a sudden I had boobs but I had no cleavage, so that was a little weird. They do have t-shirts and tank tops and stuff there, but it was nice having something that I know I'm going to wear after surgery, so it kind of gave me a good idea of something that I would be wearing on a regular basis and what that would look like with the implants. So she puts the implants in, took a look, everybody was kind of like, oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, I want bigger. Even like me looking, I was like, okay, something doesn't look right. I have naturally wider hips and a tiny waist, so I'm looking to kind of balance that all out. So we went bigger. We knew we were heading in the right direction, went a little bigger, and I think they adjusted by 25 cc's, and cc's is how they measure the implant size. So then we went up again, and then we finally found the right size that I want. They did ask for if I had something in mind visually of what I was looking for. I did. I actually, my goals are kind of Scarlett Johansson-y. There's certain pictures of her. There's certain pictures where I'm like, okay, those are too big. And then there's certain pictures where I'm like, okay, those are really nice. And I think she's had implants and a removal, so they could have been at different points in her life. I don't know. But I brought in those pictures. I said, here's kind of my goal. I like the way it sits. I like the fullness. I like the natural look. That's kind of what I'm going for. So they were like, okay. So they definitely took that into consideration. They're really good about setting realistic expectations. You don't want to go too big, because then you could risk tearing and certain complications that you don't want to have. So they definitely are very honest about that. But yeah, that was pretty much that appointment. Then we got taken back for the financial part of it, where they worked out, okay, here's kind of what we're looking at. What surgery date are you thinking about? Okay, let's get you set up with an appointment with your primary physician. They sent me to Quest Diagnostics to do a urine test and blood work. I was in and out of there pretty quick, made an appointment, was good to go. And then my primary doctor was pretty quick. My primary doctor, they're able to see their patients no later than 3 days after you call. So that was really nice. She was able to call, get me an appointment with them. They did everything in-house, but depending on your doctor, you may have to go somewhere else for your x-ray. So keep that in mind when you're planning your surgery and all that. But I was able to do everything in-house. So literally we did the consultation, and then 2 days, the next day I went and got my urine and my blood work. And then the next day after that, or 2 days after that, I think I was at the primary doctor getting everything else done. And then they were able to send my clearance over. I'm cleared. I'm good to go. We had the appointment on the 5th, I think, of this month, and my surgery date is the 25th. So got that clearance, all good to go. I have my pre-op appointment in a week and a half, where I'm gonna go in and I guess I'm gonna try on the boobs again. They're gonna talk medication. We're gonna have a set time for the actual surgery. I'm gonna bring my boyfriend because he's the one who's going to be picking me up from the surgery and helping take care of me. So I want to make sure that he knows what's expected of him to help me and all that kind of stuff too. Some things that are interesting that I didn't know. There's certain, so you have to stop, if you're on birth control, you have to stop taking birth control. So I just finished my last pill a couple days ago, and two weeks from today, I'm having my surgery. So they said that was okay. 2 weeks before surgery, you should not take birth control anymore. You can't take NyQuil, Dayquil, Advil, anything with a decongestant, decongestant, anything with that in it, you cannot take. I didn't realize you can't have any herbal teas, so no iced tea, no matcha, none of that. So that's interesting. That's something that, like, I usually drink tea, so that's something for my brain to be like, okay, don't go to a restaurant and order tea. I'm going to ask them at my pre-op appointment about alcohol, because my birthday is 2 days before my surgery, and we are going out to a German beer house. So I'm okay not drinking, but I want to make sure I know, like, if I'm not supposed to drink, that I don't. Tylenol is okay, so I was able to take Tylenol. I actually wound up, funny enough, with a little bit of a cold, so I was like, shit. So I went and got some Tylenol, so that was fine. Dramamine is fine. I'm about to go out of town for a week, so I looked it up. Dramamine is okay. Again, it doesn't have a decongestant. They're worried about stuff that's gonna like affect your heart, so that's why they don't want any of that stuff. Coffee's still okay, and I think that was primarily it that are on, like, the can't don't do list before the surgery. But they gave me, like, a little packet, and so then I've been referencing that if I have questions, and then they've been more than willing to help. If I have questions, I've been calling them, and they've been happy to help with that. We're making the payment in full this week for the actual surgery. That's due by the pre-op appointment, but we wanted to just get it taken care of, so we're gonna go ahead and get that taken care of this week. And yeah, I'm really, really, really excited. So I will fill you guys in more once I have my pre-op appointment and kind of give some more details on how all of that goes, medications and details on all of that. But that's pretty much all I know so far, and I am really, really excited. I am very pleased with the size that we are deciding to go for. And I'm funny enough, I thought I was going to be more nervous than I am for surgery. I've never had surgery before, but I'm not. I'm just excited. I can't wait for it to be here and have boobs. I'm excited to have boobs. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that this is beneficial to you guys, and I'll fill you in on, like I said, my pre-op appointment, and I will check in with you guys after my surgery, and the day of the surgery I will try and check in the morning, depending on how early the surgery is, and kind of see how everything's going there, recovery and surgery wise. Yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time.